Hi guys, how you doing? Stevie Buckley PT. So today I want to give you guys two very simple but effective ways in which you can lose fat. Now if your goal right now is to lose fat, you might be thinking that the only way to get results is by doing a lot of high intensity cardio or by reducing your calories by a crazy amount. And I want to tell you today guys that that's not the case. In fact, many cases that can actually be counterproductive. So the two simple tips I'm going to give you today are going to be very easy to sustain over time, and they're going to give you really good effective results that you can maintain and sustain over time. So if you follow these two tips guys, you will get really good results. So I'm sure you already know that in order to lose fat effectively, we have to be getting ourselves into an average energy deficit daily over time. There's just no way around that. So the two steps I'm going to give you today are going to be really simple and easy ways of getting yourselves into that energy deficit that you need to over time to be burning the fat. Now the first step I want to talk about today guys is by monitoring your activity and monitoring your movement throughout the day, and we're going to be doing this simply by using our phone. Now from my experience, people generally don't move enough throughout the day to be burning enough calories to get them into that energy deficit that they need to lose the fat. So a really effective way of doing this is by using your phone to monitor your movement. A lot of people overlook this fact. So every smartphone now, everybody has a smartphone, and on the smartphone you have a movement tracker. So all you're going to be doing is looking at your movement throughout the day, looking at your steps throughout the day, and ensuring that you're moving enough throughout the day to put you in that energy deficit that you need to be to lose the fat. Now I'll talk briefly about the higher intensity cardio, the HIIT training, the running, that type of thing. And don't get me wrong guys, I'm not saying that type of training, that type of cardio is not effective for burning fat, because it absolutely is. And if you're somebody who enjoys doing this type of cardio, then please, by all means, keep doing it. It is really effective. I'm not saying that it's not. However, from my experience, I find that most people struggle to maintain and sustain this type of cardio over time. And it's what you do over time that matters. You want to be able to do something that you can do consistently over time, and simply by using your phone and monitoring your daily activity, it's just a really easy way of ensuring that you're going to be burning enough calories over time to give you those results. Now, another important factor when you're trying to lose body fat is how much muscle mass you have on your frame. I've talked about it in previous videos before, the importance of having muscle mass on your frame, because what this does is actually raises up your metabolic rate, meaning you're going to burn more calories throughout the day. So it's really important that you don't just think about your cardio, but also think about resistance training and trying to build muscle. Now, personally, and what I've seen from training clients is the more higher intensity cardio you do, as well as trying to do resistance training, the worse you recover. Now, the worse you recover, it's really going to have this negative impact on your resistance training and trying to build muscle. It's really important. I've again mentioned in many videos in the past the importance of recovering and being able to recover, and if you can't recover properly, it's just going to have this negative knock-on effect to everything in your day-to-day life. So personally, what I've found is a really good way of burning calories. I can burn a ton of calories through just monitoring my daily steps, monitoring my daily activity, and it won't have the same negative impact as it would have if I was doing more high intensity cardio. Now what I suggest you do guys is monitoring your steps using your phone is aim for anywhere between 10 and 12,000 steps per day on average. So some days you might do 8,000, some days you might do 15 to 20,000. As long as your average is around about 10 to 12,000 per day over time, then this is going to ensure that you are going to be moving enough throughout the day to help you get you into that energy deficit that you need to lose the fat. Now obviously everybody is different and will react differently to different steps. However, I just find this is a good ballpark target for most people to aim for. And again, most people think that you need to get your heart rate elevated in order to burn fat and burn calories effectively to lose the fat, and it's just simply not the case. If you just try this for a bit of time, monitor your steps, try and get the average to around 10 to 12,000 steps per day, you'll see how easy it is to actually hit that target, and over time how easy it is to sustain this over time, and you'll see that it's a really effective way of just burning the calories that you need to. So the second step I want to talk about today guys is regarding your nutrition. You just simply can't lose fat effectively if you have poor nutrition. So I've talked about it in previous videos, the importance of having a good understanding of calories and energy within foods. So if you feel like you're somebody who doesn't have a good understanding, then I highly recommend that you track and monitor your calories, monitor your food for a period of time, just so you can create this good understanding. And an app that I always suggest that you use is MyFitnessPal. It's a really good app, a really easy app to use. And if you do this just for a short period of time, you really can get a good understanding of calories and energy in foods, which really is a powerful tool and powerful thing you can do to help you get into this energy deficit that we're talking about. However, what I want to talk about today is the calories that you're probably consuming in the evening. I find from my experience from dealing with clients in the past that this tends to be the time of day that they consume most of their calories. When they go home from work and they're winding down, they're sitting in front of the TV watching a movie, it's so easy to consume a lot of calories. You know, things like your biscuits, chocolate, chips, maybe even reaching for the high calorie alcoholic drinks. And if this sounds like you, it can be easy, very, very easy to consume a lot of calories. And obviously this is going to have a massive negative impact on your fat loss results. So if you're somebody who has been struggling to lose fat, but you feel like you're generally eating quite well throughout the day, you know, your meals are quite good, but you're still struggling to lose fat, then it's likely that this is the case. It's likely that you're consuming far too many calories late in the evening. So what I suggest you do here instead is really focusing on that time of the evening and focusing on the snacks that you're having and trying to have more voluminous, high volume, low calorie dense foods instead. So some examples could be popcorn, Greek yogurt, you know, low sugar Greek yogurt with some protein powder in there. You can have any, you know, different types of eggs. You could even make your own low calorie protein bars. There's lots of recipes online. Just choosing these snacks over the snacks that you might already be having will make a massive difference in terms of how many calories you'll be saving from day to day, week to week, month to month, and so on. And adding these calories up over time will make a massive impact, or will have a massive impact on your fat loss results. So guys, I know these 2 steps I've mentioned today seem very, very simple and obvious things to do. However, if you are somebody who's struggling to lose fat right now, I guarantee you that you're not doing one or both of these things mentioned today. So simply by focusing on these 2 steps, it really will give you good fat loss results over time. I hope you found the video helpful, guys. If you did, don't forget to leave it a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions about anything I've said in the videos today, please feel free to drop it down below. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll speak to you again soon. Cheers, guys.